Alright, hey there guys, Adrian Cassi here, aka Jetterbro95, coming at you guys with an Eagles theme team gameplay. Today we got Micheal Vick as well as some few other mainly on offense guys. Now we'll start off with Micheal Vick in question, the card in question. Now I love this Micheal Vick card. I thought when the game that I just played with him, he was like, he played very, very good. I really did like this Micheal Vick card overall. As a player, you know, his ability setup is really solid too, with Gunslinger, Pass Elite, and Hot Rod Master for 4 AP. Now he does get the Truz X Factor with Lamar Jackson, which I'm really not the biggest fan of Truz, so I just went with Omaha instead. He also does get Fearless, so for 5 AP you can get Hot Rod Master, Seth Elite, Gunslinger, and Fearless for the 5 AP. So overall, I think that's pretty good. A couple of things I will say about this card. First off, I am not the greatest fan of lefties. Now, that doesn't mean I won't use a lefty if I'm given the chance, but I would much rather prefer a right-handed quarterback than a left-handed quarterback. Number 2 is the cost of this card. Micheal Vick right now is like, what? Like a million coins almost, so going to be selling off this Micheal Vick absolutely 100% sure, because obviously you need to pick up other cards as well, and the owner of this account does want to go ahead and grab Hassan Reddick again, so definitely gonna, you know, sell this Vick off. And then lastly, the biggest problem I have, like the biggest problem for me, is his release. Now, I'm not somebody who really gives too much of a shit about releases, because all in all, at this point in the year, I think it is just whatever. You know, like maybe at the beginning of the year when we don't have quarterbacks with like Gunslinger and getting faster pass speed, I could see why people would be more interested in using having specific release for players. But now that we have quarterbacks that can get Gunslinger out the wazoo, I really don't think it matters. So yeah, Slinger 1 to me, I'm not the biggest fan of it either, anyways. So but Vick is really good. Definitely like this Micheal Vick card overall. Next we have A.J. Brown. Now, A.J. Brown, really good card, right? 99 speed, 99 jump, 95 short, 98 mid, 99 deep route running. The problem with me for this card, and the reason why I'm not so high on this A.J. Brown, is his ability setup. He does not get a discount route tech, nor does he get discount short out elite. He does get short in elite for discount, so if you want to play him at the slot, you can. However, I'm not somebody that would like to play A.J. Brown at slot receiver. I would much rather have him on the outside, and that's why I kind of think this card is a bit of an L, because I have to pay the 2 AP for the short out on A.J. Brown, which does suck. Overall, I really am not the biggest fan of that. He does get red zone threat, though, for an outside receiver, which is pretty good. And then he obviously does get things like deep out elite, deep in elite, and run off elite for free, which, I mean, A.J. Brown for me, I'm putting 3 AP for him for short out, red zone threat, and deep out, which, I mean, I think it's not the worst ability setup. Next, we got Harold Carmichael. Big dude, 6'8", wide receiver, 98 speed, 99 jump, 96 catch. Now, this dude almost sold me the entire game that you're going to see. Oh my god, was I pissed off at this card for that. But, I mean, overall, he is a good card. You know, a 6'8", you know, probably the best deep threat in the entire game. Or at least one of the biggest, like, you know, jump ball, one of the best jump ball guys in the game, right? So his abilities, though, he does get short out for free, which is a huge W for me. He also does get deep out elite, route tech, and tank for 1 AP, which, I mean, I might try to look to add tank or route tech, but you know, the short out, mid in, and deep in elite for free, I would rather just use the short out personally. So there is that with Harold Carmichael. And then a couple things on the offensive line. First off is the brand new John Madden. Now, for those of you that don't know, he actually was drafted by the Eagles when he was in the NFL. But tragically, though, I think he tore his ACL or something related to, like, he had a really devastating injury before he even played. So he never played a snap in the NFL and ultimately retired as a player. But, you know, he would go on to be one of the greatest coaches ever. But this John Madden, I think he's all right. Like, he's an offensive lineman in Madden 23, so he's not going to be the brightest in the shed. just because, it's a lineman in Madden 23. But he does come with free secure protector, which is a huge W if you are looking to save some AP on your offensive line. Me personally, though, I mean, the free secure protector is good, and I do think he has some value. But overall, I would rather have him with identifier and secure protector for the 1 AP, like I do with Charles Cross on the Seahawks team. And then lastly, we have Lane Johnson finally getting his overdue upgrade with with Team of the Year. Definitely was a long time coming. Lane Johnson, again, he's much like John Madden. He's a lineman, so he's really going to be not the brightest at times. But make no mistake, this, Lane Johnson is pretty good for a right tackle upgrade. He does get secure protector, nasty streak, and post up for 1 AP in this bucket. He also does get free all day, Matador, edge protector, and does get threat detector for 2 AP. And then in this bucket, he does get some discounts, like he does get post up, nasty streak. He does get his 2 AP secure pro. And he also does get his threat detector. I mean, you know what I mean? But yeah, this Lane Johnson is pretty good for a lineman overall. I think that's it for the playable ones. Obviously, definitely going to look to pick up the Son Reddick Team of the Year card. Once again, did grab Eric Rowe for the BND Wildcard Fantasy Pack just for the, Eagles cam. And he actually plays my linebacker now, my second linebacker with Kaiser White. Lastly, we'll focus on Jalen Hurts, who will be the starter, at least for myself going forward. But Jalen Hurts, I am very high on this card. I think he is very, very good. He does get the best quarterback abilities you could want for 5 AP, which is a little bit more expensive than Vick. And he doesn't get fearless as well, so that does kind of suck. Me personally, I'm not a fearless guy, so I really could give two shits. But overall, Jalen, really good quarterback. Interested to see what he could do next time I do play with the Eagles team. But with that being said, though, guys, enjoy the gameplay. All right, as we get into the game, that's my opponent's top 3, and then for myself, it was Vick, AJ Brown, and James Bradbury. So, bit of an NFC East matchup between the Cowboys and the Eagles. Yes, this is a Cowboys theme team. He's got Dak Prescott, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, as well as a couple of other full-on Cowboys players. So, yes, this is a Cowboys theme team. So, it was very fitting for the Micheal Vick gameplay with the Eagles theme team to go up against the Cowboys theme team as well. So, first and 10 right here. He tries a bit of a play action. We do end up getting the sack with Hassan Reddick. This Hassan Reddick is the 96 one. Hopefully, I don't know if he has the the owner actually did pick up the the actual Hassan Reddick 9 Team of the Year card, as he finds the corner out there on the cover 6. So 3rd and 4. I think he goes to a run. Yeah, he goes to a run play here. I believe he just goes to an inside handoff. I think, yeah, he tries to flip, makes a little bit of adjustments. Actually, he goes to a slant, my apologies, and he actually does find the slant over the middle. Sadly, I could not get there to break it up. So first down here, we do get a hit on Dak Prescott. We do get the tip pick with Hassan Reddick, and we do take it back for a pick 6. I ultimately get a little toxic because I figure, why not? I'm playing with the Eagles theme team going up against a Cowboys theme team. So let's have a little fun. Let's be a little bit of a dick. So 1st and 10, right afterwards. Now, this was a long drive for him. He did have some good plays. Overall, I thought his offense was good for the most part. It's just, it was a bit of a shame for how I felt with some of the way that I played this game on defense. Mainly just because of the fact that on defense, I really couldn't stop his offense for some reason. I would try to, but they just wouldn't let me, as he finds the corner out to Witten, but he overthrows it for some reason, so that brings up a 2nd and 15. Goes to an outside zone with Emmitt Smith. Now, I'm not sure if Emmitt Smith is the best Cowboys running back. I want to say he isn't. I want to say there is another running back that you can get for the Cowboys team that is better, as unfortunately we do give up they have DeMarco Murray and whatnot. DeMarco Murray, and I think there's a Tony Pollard upgrade Tony Pollard 95 overall, that is still pretty solid as well. So I don't know why he's rocking with Emmitt Smith. Maybe it's just because he's a Cowboys legend, one of the greatest running backs of all time. Which I mean, if from that standpoint, I could see it. I can understand it here. 4th and 2, he has too much time in the pocket and he throws the ball over the top to Michael Irvin and gets the touchdown. I was really hoping to send some pressure at him, and I didn't get any. So whatever. But first and 10, we do take the swing route to Keith Byers. We actually do get a little bit of a good gain out of this. And we get right down to, I believe, the 45 of his at the 2-minute warning. So, again, another swing route, this time to Miles Sanders. Nice spin move there, as we do get like 4 yards on the play. So, second and 6 here, no huddle. Definitely want to save some timeouts. Maybe if I can get out of bounds. Go to 4 verticals. We find Travis Kelce over the middle of the field there. Whoever that linebacker is just did not jump, or whoever that defender was didn't jump for the ball. So it is what it is with that. So first and 10 from the 15-yard line. I take a shot to the red zone to the end zone with my red zone threat, and Kelce does come down with the ball. So 4 plays and 33 seconds later, we've taken the lead right back. So first and 10, we do go to a 2-man under. He does take a sack there from Javon Hargrave. So second and 18, once again playing some man coverage, just trying to keep everything over the top. Not trying to keep everything, not trying to get beat over the top. Trying to go some 2-man unders. Not realistically trying to give up something big. Right here, we were actually manned up with Eric Rowe, who was our user on that Dave Casper, and we actually fell down. So sadly, we do end up giving up that completion. But James Bradbury is right there to pick off the pass on the corner route. And we actually do get out of bounds to the 42-yard line. So decent return on that right here. Flat route right to Keith Byers. Get out of bounds immediately. Don't even try to get extra yards. Just get right out of bounds. Second and 5, go to a curl route to A.J. Brown. The only catch he really had was that one right there. We are forced to take another timeout. So first and 10 here, we do a bit of an inside run with Miles Sanders. See if I can catch him lacking on a pass commit or something like that. I don't necessarily know. Maybe I thought I could break one. But first, second and 3 after that, play action bootleg out with Vick to the left. We got Devonta Smith on the crossing route, and we do pick up the first down that way. So first and 10. Try the shot to Devonta Smith. He does break that up with a swat down. So, I'm thinking I got a couple of shots to the end zone, but I do want to get a little bit closer into the red zone. So, we do take the flat to bring up 8 at 3rd and 7 real quick. So, once again, definitely seeing if I could try and hit one of the red zone threats over the top. He actually does swap the ball down in the end zone, and we just settle for the field goal to take a 10-point lead. So, first possession right out of half, probably could have had the touchdown deep down the field to I think that was the tight end. I think that was Gronk. I don't remember. But right here, go back to Miles Sanders on swing route, get another 8 yards, so it brings us to a 3rd and 2 right here real quick. Take the quick flats once again to Keith Byers. I'm one of those players that will not hesitate to take their flats. I have gotten definitely a lot more disciplined in that aspect as we find Kelce on the corner route. I used to be somebody that would just like to lob the ball and bomb all game long, but me personally now, I've gotten a lot more disciplined. I've definitely started taking my flat routes a lot more, simply just because of the way the game was at the beginning of the year. We actually find Harold Carmichael on that. I don't know how I didn't get picked off on that play, but we didn't. So first and 10. But yeah. With the way that this game was pass rushing, with the pass rush at the beginning of the game, I've definitely gotten used to just taking checkdowns and just getting the yards from that. As we go to the 3rd and inches here, just call a little bit of an inside zone with Keith Byers. Trying to milk some clock here. Again, another handoff to Keith Byers. Definitely trying to make sure that I just get as much yardage as possible and take as much time off the clock while possibly maybe even getting a touchdown, because I do feel like at this point in the game, a touchdown would be essentially GG's. Because he would have to score maybe 20 points or 17 points, give or take, in a matter of 2 minutes, a matter of maybe 3 minutes. So right here, go to an inside zone. Definitely get into first and goal range. We do take a sack, unfortunately. So moving on to a 2nd and goal. Now we're still in the red zone, so I do try to throw this up to A.J. Brown. He was double covered. I did not notice it till after I let go of the ball. So 3rd and goal here, we go to bunch wide verts. We actually do find the one to Harold Carmichael, does get his feet down in bounds for the touchdown. So pretty good, right? Up 17 with 3 minutes left. You would think that the game's over. However, unfortunately, that just was not the case for this game, as he just ends up fighting a way to score on this drive here real quick. So he does go to the verticals right here to CeeDee Lamb. For some reason, C.J. Gardner-Johnson does not break that up, and he does get the conversion. So, yeah, he's driving down the field. Definitely not what I need right now. I need to keep everything in front of me. I definitely need to make sure that he does not at least score a touchdown, because if he scores a field goal, that's fine. I'm not really the most concerned, as he does find the backside post to Michael Irvin. So he's right into field goal. He's right into the red zone, and he's got the 2-minute warning. So first and goal here, you go shade down man. He does end up throwing the ball away on the play. So second and goal here, he tries again he fires this ball into Deion Sanders, wide receiver. Gets the touchdown. For some reason, shading just didn't work there. But whatever. We're up 10, 2 minutes left in the game. All we got to do is just milk the clock, right? We got to just get a first down, maybe a couple, depending on how he decides to budget his timeouts. Right here, we do end up getting 5 yards on the play, so we do go to a 3rd and 4. We do hand the ball off. He does actually get the tackle right here, but whatever. I'm thinking to myself, let's just punt the ball away. What's the worst that could happen, right? So Dave Casper in the flat gets out of bounds. Not great start, okay? And it's crazy to me how flashes don't play the fucking sideline in this game. Here, we do get a hit on him with, I believe that was... I actually have no idea who that was. But right here, 2nd and 10, he somehow finds the receiver over the top, Michael Irvin, in that situation. And then literally a play later, he just scores a touchdown. But whatever. I'm thinking this is fine, right? Whatever. He's got an onside kick, and he's got no timeouts left. All I need to do is just recover this onside kick. Big deal, right? What's the worst that could happen? That's the worst that could happen. So Carmichael doesn't come up with the onside kick for whatever fucking reason, and now this is a game for literally no reason other than the fact that Carmichael is just god-awful, and it wasn't even his cornerback, too. I hate the Carmichael cornerback card. I think that card is literally useless, but the wide receiver is really good. I actually do like the wide receiver Carmichael, but for whatever reason, that Carmichael again decides to fucking sell me, and now this guy is not only in field goal range, but has a chance to win this game with 30 seconds left on the clock. Not great. Definitely not great. Right here, James Bradbury breaks up the skinny post, so bring up a 2nd and 10. So, again, go to a cover 2 here. He actually just throws the ball away. Doesn't actually try to find... I don't even think he tried to find anybody, or if he did, his option was taken away. 3rd and 10 here from the same spot. He just throws the ball away again. Low-key should have been grounding because I think he was still in the pocket, technically speaking. But he does kick his field goal, and we do get the ball back with 9 seconds left on the clock. So, obviously, me personally, I got 2 timeouts. At bare minimum, I'm thinking just get in field goal range, even though I really should not have to. We fire this pass to Devonta Smith. We do catch the ball, and we take off for a walk-off game-winning touchdown with 0 time on the clock. Thank God, because, oh my lord, was I PO'd with how this game went. This should never have even been a game after that with that onside kick, after I took the lead in the 4th quarter. But, you know what? EA gonna EA. Luckily, we were able to manage the bullshit, and we were able to walk away with the W. So if you guys do like this type of content and want to see more Eagles team stuff, hit the like button below, and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Tomorrow, guys, pending on what the Gridiron... the Game Changers promo has in store. Depending on what that has in store, I will be doing a surprise new theme team for you guys. If you guys were in the stream today, you guys saw what it was. And if you guys want to get more insight onto what I do for content, be sure to follow me over on the streams, because that is where I go ahead and make those, let you guys know what's coming up. But until then, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm out. Peace.